Hello, beautiful people. This is another edition of Post-Race Conversations. Jack Swansey, Mr. Steven Stumpf, and my man, Mr. Danny Peters. I am Brian Timothy Del Nolen, or as Mr. Danny Peters likes to call me, Brian 19 Names Nolan. Fellas, we had an interesting race here at Sonoma Raceway. Last year, all the Toyotas were out to lunch in the Toyota Save Mart 350. Mr. Danny Peters, they were not out to lunch this afternoon. They're up at the front, and it all was with Martin Truex Jr. If there's one word to describe it, I would think it would be domination.
Absolutely, and if they were out to lunch, they would have probably been at French Laundry, the extremely expensive restaurant around here. But yeah, a great day for Toyota for the most part, a great day for Martin Truex Jr., his fourth win at this track, his second win of the season, third win if you include the Clash as well, and he also took over the points lead. So a really dominating day, and being out on the track and taking pictures. Every time he wasn't in the lead, you kind of felt like by the time the next lap came, he was going to be back in the lead. So a terrific day for that whole team, and a good day for the most part for Toyota.
Now, Jack, for the first time since stages were introduced at Sonoma, there was no brakes in the stages, which created a little bit of different strategies in the pits. Tell our viewers what kind of strategies that you saw, because I felt like there was two different kinds.
Yeah, so the first round of pit stops came right up against the first stage finish, which of course isn't a stage break because we're not doing stage cautions on road courses. So the Hendrick Motorsports duo, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, both of whom are obviously really good road racers and always show a lot of speed here at Sonoma, they pitted early, doing a short pit, giving up on stage points and using that to launch themselves into top 5 contention. And long green flag runs was the story of the day because there weren't those stage cautions. But the second round of pit stops actually did get interrupted by a caution. The first one of the day for a tire that was wobbling down pit road. Wobbling. And so Ross Chastain and Kyle Busch and a couple of other drivers were able to, because they had stopped before the caution, jump right out in front. And Kyle Busch was able to ride that to that second place finish. So it was really the different strategy options were only possible because of there not being predetermined stage breaks. Normally we would just see, like Martin Truex Jr. said post-race, the leaders would just duck into the pits a couple laps before the stage finish, give up on stage points, and put themselves in position to win the race. And that didn't happen. It was a little bit more unpredictable today, thanks to no predetermined caution laps.
Now, obviously, when we think of road course, we think of beating and banging and just wild and chaotic endings. Mr. Steven Stumpf, we didn't really get that. However, we did see some people in the garage, and unfortunately, their day a little bit early, especially that number 11 car, our pole sitter, Mr. Denny Hamlin.
Well, obviously, it was shaping up to be a good day for Denny Hamlin. Won the pole, led 33 laps, but he ended the day in last. He said in his own words, after I talked to him, he said that he was following Byron through turn 12 and just was looking for another way around and just hit the wall. But that was with 19 laps to go. That set up the final restart of the day. Truex and most of the field pitted, but there was Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick, among others, that decided to stay out. Now, Truex made quick work of everyone and easily cruised the win. Kyle Busch, who had been trailing him in second for the second stage, followed shortly. But there was obviously a lot of, good runs and contenders. Chase used the pit call to finish fifth. He had been mired back in about 15th before that. Chris Buescher also had a fantastic day. He finished fourth. He was running top 10 all day. He backed up his Sonoma finish from the year prior. And then Michael McDowell, who was running third before the caution happened, it looked like he might have been one of the cars that challenged Truex until he lost 7 spots on pit road. He made his way back up to 7th, but also not before getting one of the cars that did not pit, and that was Ryan Blaney. So he got in the back of Blaney, and at insult to injury, then Briscoe got in the back of Blaney, spun a second time, and a late strategy called, to restart third, ended in, I believe, 31st for that team. And as Bryan Nolen captured after the race, Blaney did not really want to talk about the incident or start drama about what happened, but obviously a very frustrating day for the team that entered as the points leader.
Once again, you can find all of our content on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@Frontstretch. We've provided so much great content. This guy got all the fantastic photos. These two guys got some great sidebars, and then yours truly got some great video content as well. Once again, at frontstretch.com. From the guy that looks like it's 30 degrees out here, Mr. Danny Peters, Jack Swansey, and Steven Stumpf. I am Bryan Timothy, 19 named Nolen. Thank you so much for all the support throughout this weekend here in Sonoma. Talk with you later.
Hi, this is Steven Stumpf. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out the 2 videos beside me, and for more racing content, visit frontstretch.com.